The outbreak has now been classified as a pandemic by the World Health Organization. The situation in Singapore remains under control, and we are not changing the DORSCON levels. We have been planning ahead and putting in place measures as situation evolved. We cannot be complacent. Despite our best efforts at contact tracing to ring-fence confirmed cases, we still see new cases every day and increasingly more imported cases. Therefore, as cases rise globally, we expect to see spikes in number of cases here in Singapore too. The threat of importation of cases remains serious and imminent. As of 12 March, we had 47 imported cases. This is about 25% of the total number of confirmed cases. Over the past 10 days, there were 23 imported cases, or nearly a third of new cases were imported. In fact, just 2 days ago, on 11 March, we saw our highest number of imported cases since the outbreak began. Border control measures, therefore, remain important in lowering the risk of imported cases. Minister Wong will elaborate on the new travel advisories and border restrictions that the multi-ministry task force has decided to put in place. However, even as we continue to tighten border control, we know that it will not be tenable for us to close our borders to every affected country and region and shut ourselves out from the world. We therefore need to ensure that our measures are sustainable in the long term and that life can go on, but with the necessary precautions put in place. In order to reduce the risk of a local spread, even with imported cases, we are introducing requirements and advisories for events and gatherings, workplaces, as well as public venues. This is to limit the occasions large crowds gather in close proximity over a prolonged duration. All ticketed cultural, sports and entertainment events with 250 participants or more are to be deferred or cancelled. For all other mass gatherings, including private functions and religious services, organizers are advised to put in place additional precautions. At the workplace, we advise employers to reduce close contacts of their employees where feasible. Owners, tenants of spaces which are accessible to the public should also put in place measures to reduce close contact by patrons or customers where possible. Based on how the local and global situation evolves, we will continue to review these measures accordingly. Ultimately, all these measures will only work if each of us play our part and exercise social responsibility, monitor our own health, and avoid attending gatherings and events if we are unwell. Let's work together to keep one another safe and healthy.